guys, how's it going? So we have got several things going on today. I've got some things that I would like to get planted. Paul is working on the mulch here on the west side, which is where we're gonna start. And I'm super thankful that where I want to plant these gorgeous Amsonia, he has not mulched yet, so it's perfect timing. And Aaron is out aerating the lawn currently. So we'll probably show you a little bit of everything. It's a very productive day. But look at these. These are clearly ahead of all the other plants we're going to be putting in the ground today. All of these we wintered behind our greenhouse. We've got an Invincible Sublime Hydrangea. There's 3 of them. There are 3 of the pink truffles, Baptisia, and then we've got a Gingko. I think this one's, it's American. I'm gonna look that up. We got it with our Isley load last year. So I'm gonna rewatch that video real quick just to double check on the variety. But I think that's what this is. But let's start with this one since this is where Paul is working. And if I swing this way, you can see the beautiful job of mulching that has been done already. And this is about where he's stopped. And we're gonna be planting the Amsonia down the way here. And these grow like 2 to 2.5 feet tall. And they'll spread out like 3 feet, I think. Let me look. Yeah, spacing 38 to 42 inches, dang. Zone 4 through 9, they come out fairly early in the spring, not as early as these are because these have been grown in a greenhouse for a time. I'm thinking like right here. Isn't that pretty? They come out with these dark stems and then these sort of olivey green leaves, and they bloom like mid-spring through early summer. And then they're just a really nice kind of airy looking shrub that turns bright yellow in the fall, like just very bright and beautiful. So we're gonna find a spot along here for 3 of these. And I wanna do that quick so Paul can get back after it. I kind of halted his progress a little bit. These are beautiful right here, especially with the daffodils in bloom. And I know that they're not going to be blooming at the same time every year, so we're just gonna enjoy this little scene. But it will be wonderful because these will come up, we'll enjoy these, and then we'll have some later spring color in here, which we don't currently have. So I think it's gonna be a really nice kind of progression of blooms over here. And we do have a spring snow crabapple right here, right above us, that's about ready to burst into like full glory, white blooms, so pretty. But this area does get quite a lot of sun in the summertime, so I think that they will be happy in this area because all the other sun lovers in this spot are happy, like the 9-bark. There's some penstemon, there's lobelia in here, lamb's ear, there's some pennisetum, Macariopteris, so all sun lovers. I know it kind of looks like they're tucked in where it might be shaded, but they do get quite a lot of sun. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, did we scare it? Come back, bumblebee. Oh no! I hope I was pointing the camera at that. It was a really pretty bumblebee. It had some orange on it. Now we are gonna take these Invincible Sublime Hydrangeas out to the south garden. I know exactly where they're gonna go. They're gonna go right in here. Even though they don't look it right now, these will grow 3.5 feet to 5 feet tall and wide, which is a decent sized shrub. And I think they're gonna look so pretty, kind of massed together right where these birch trees are. They are a zone, I think 3 through 9, bloom on new wood because they are an arborescens type hydrangea, like an Annabelle type hydrangea. But the stems are really sturdy on this one, and the leaves contrasting the bloom color. So the Sublime name comes from the color of its blooms, and they are a very limey chartreuse green, very cooling, I think, in the garden to have that. And they're contrasted by super dark green leaves. So I think they're gonna be a really pretty one. Now, hydrangeas do need a minimum of 6 hours of sun to be productive and to be healthy, so long as they get enough moisture. So we have found that while we water all of our other things just kind of normally with drip irrigation, we do put an extra emitter on our hydrangeas. Keeps them happy. So now we have to decide where to put these. I think like starting one right in here, like kind of as you come around the curve. So you're going down the walkway and you can kind of see it peeking out. I don't know, maybe we should put another one right in here. let it fill in and let one be there and maybe one over there on the other side, maybe eventually one in here and one over there. Just kind of have like a huge mass planting of that. And it would look like it was elevating and holding these birch trees up. We'd have to trim them up a little bit, but we'll probably do that anyway. These are the Renaissance Reflection Birch. They're a beautiful tree. Okay, so I'm gonna work on placement here with the possibility of adding more at some point in time. Yep, then we're gonna get them in the ground. Well, now we have a trio of birch trees and a trio of hydrangeas with the possibility of adding a few more, maybe 5 or 6. We shall see. But even if we just end up with the 3, I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful right here. But I did rough up a spot where I thought more could be added, like one right in here, one back in there, and then 2 more to kind of taper it off, finish it off right there. Then I need some kind of an evergreen in here next. And here comes Aaron. The grass is starting to green up and look pretty. Okay, now we've got our Baptisia and our Gingko. Pink truffles Baptisia right in here, and I snuck them in kind of behind some Veronica. There's Limelight Prime Hydrangeas, there's hollyhocks right here, and these will be so beautiful. And hopefully they're blooming at about the same time as all the alliums that we transplanted that are doing decent. You can see right here what they're looking like, not too bad. But these Baptisia, they grow 4.5 feet tall and about 4 feet wide, so they're going to create a nice little drift right in here, and they're going to be beautiful spring color that lasts for quite a long time. They're also a zone 4 through 9, and they like average to poor soil, which I would say in our entire garden, this is probably the worst soil that we have right here in this corner. And I don't know why that is, it just seems to be. We are at the back side of the south garden, just along the lane there, and I think popping this one in right here will be perfect. The variety is Everton Broom. It grows 10 feet tall by 6 feet wide, and it's already down to zone 4, and it has kind of nice medium green leaves like ginkgos do during the growing season, and then they turn a very beautiful yellow in the fall, which I think is going to be awesome because we've got a serviceberry right here. This is an Autumn Brilliance, and it turns brilliant red orange. So we'll have a beautiful yellow, red, orange look back here. And I think it won't overpower this space. Like, it'll fit in just really nicely. And it's sort of leaning in its pot at the moment, so I'm just gonna tip the root ball a little bit in the hole so that we can get that nice and straight. Also in this area, we have a hillside upright spruce. And I think this grows, what, like 12 by 6? And then we have an Apollo maple that has kind of an orange, kind of bronze look in the fall. All right, one last hole to dig. Oh, that looks great right there. I love it. Got it all tucked into its new home. It should be really happy here because it is gonna get full sun in this location. Oh, are you all done?
Yeah, got it done.
All the grass?
Yeah.
Dang.
I need to fertilize next, but I'll probably do that tomorrow.
And we're supposed to get more rain, right?
Well, yeah, we've been getting, it's like sprinkling on and off.
I felt a few drops.
Yeah.
So, do you want to explain why you aerate?
Yeah, so you're kind of making the ground like a colander a little bit. Like if you get a lot of rain and your grass is compacted, then all the rain's just gonna like rush off and it's not gonna actually saturate the soil. So I'm just making a bunch of holes in the ground essentially, so the water can actually get to the roots of the grass. That's pretty much it.
And they disintegrate pretty darn fast.
Yeah, like a week and a half maybe.
Yeah, especially if we are, you know, actively getting rain, which, you know, a lot of our spring we do have on and off rain. So, you know, we have fun with the kids throwing these around a little bit.
You know, sometimes in the grass over here, we've got a low spot kind of close to the driveway. So if I don't do this, the tendency for the water to just kind of all settle in one spot, you know, is great. So having a bunch of holes is very positive. I love that that aerator.
Did you custom that concrete thing on the top?
Paul made it. We needed to add some weight, so I think in the wintertime he just, I mean this was like 2 years ago that he did it, but yeah, he just made a concrete like weight for it.
Yeah, but it's even. So you're getting even pressure on that whole thing.
Well, if you don't put weight on the back of the aerator, like that goes down pretty far. That's a really good plug. But if you don't have weight, you'll get like this much. Oh. And it just won't go down far because there's not enough weight pushing it. But that's a great plug. Yeah. And you can hardly tell unless you're looking really close. Like you can see the little plugs there. These are all dark right now because they are moist. But like sitting on top of the grass, they'll dry out. These will turn to like white in a day. Yeah, powder. And then the next time I mow in like a week, it's going to be really dusty. That's the one thing that I actually don't love about doing this is the mowing right after I do it. Oh. It's like kind of a dust bowl. Sure. But it's still, it's like overall positive for the grass. So. And we drive our gators along the grass so much that I think we do probably compact our grass more than most. And I just realized I didn't turn on my microphone. So it hasn't been that windy. It hasn't been too bad. I hope the audio wasn't bad. If it was, I do apologize. I was wearing it the whole time, but I forgot to turn it on. Shoot. But that is it, you guys, for today's projects. A little bit of planting, a little bit of mulching. I don't know that Paul's actually filming himself mulch right now, but maybe we can go take a look here real quick before we say goodbye. Here he comes with more mulch. He has made it a little further. Look at how beautiful that looks. Oh my gosh. It makes such a difference. And this is what he does, you guys. If he can't get over something and like, you know, scoop mulch over an area that it doesn't matter, he puts a tarp out so that nothing makes a mess. So when he was working on this area right in here, he had the tractor here and he could scoop mulch out into a, well, his shovel right there. And it didn't make any mess on the gravel. That attention to detail is just amazing. But oh, and we use compost. This is just a forest compost as a top dress instead of just shredded bark mulch. We feel like it conditions the soil and the plants really benefit from it. Doesn't this look great? It looks so much better. Such a good job. I know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it and we will see you in the next one. Bye.